Yo, what is up? Okay, so look, you guys may or may not know who I am. My name is Jeremy, and what I do is I help brands to become known, differentiate themselves, and to make sure they never have boring copycat marketing or advertising in place. So if you haven't come into contact with me yet, you haven't subscribed to my channel, feel free to click the button, whichever side of the screen it's on, and subscribe to the channel, because that really helps me to make sure that anything I put out gets in front of the right kinds of people who really need the help they need. What I'm going to go over with you guys today is how to actually build out an engagement ad campaign to increase the number of page likes and follows you have. And I'm going to actually give you a couple of tips that you can get page likes that are the kinds of people who are going to buy stuff from you, right? Like, you don't want to just get page likes so you look cool on Facebook. You want to get page likes so that you have people who are actually buying your products and services that you enjoy working with. Not just people that are like, oh, I want to buy your stuff, and it takes 12 years and thousands of dollars to get them to buy, and it's royal pain in your you-know-what to get them to actually say, hey, look, I need what you have. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to share my screen with you right now. I'm going to go ahead and there we go. Pull this up. Okay, perfect. So now look, what you're looking at right now is the back end of Facebook. This is Facebook Ads Manager. If you have never run an advertisement before on Facebook, you go to facebook.com/ads manager. And if you don't have an ad account set up, what I'm going to do is, I don't have a video put together for this yet. I'll put together a video that shows how to set up an ads account so that you can do this. But what I'm going to focus on in this video is how to create advertisements that over the next month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months are going to increase your brand awareness by 300 to 750 people per month for $5 a day. Now, the way you do that is you go ahead and you come down to this center right here. It says engagement. That is the first and most important thing you can do. Now, look, you might be thinking to yourself, look, I don't need people to just like my page. I don't need people to just click a like button. I don't care. I'm not trying to be famous. I'm just trying to make some sales. Look, the thing is, Facebook's algorithm is set up that you need to get people to like your page. You need attention. You need people who are saying, wow, I really love this content, and actually commenting on the things you're posting. Actually saying, hey, I am willing to follow this page and find out more about you. Because the thing is, when it comes down to it, sales is really simple, right? Sales is basically just a process of really like a couple of steps. The first step is you got to introduce yourself. People got to know who the hell you are. What is it you sell? What kind of value are you bringing to the marketplace? Look, the thing is, if you're not bringing value to the marketplace, you're not actually selling. You're just trying to get people to buy shit they don't need. So first step, introduce yourself. This is really easy. You create a quick little video that tells your story, right? Like, so I'm going to give you an example. My name is Jeremy Sandell. I actually grew up in and out of foster care as a group home, and what I found out was that the more I learned about psychology, the more interested I became in finding out why it was people did what they did. And I had the fortunate experience of running businesses I really hated for multiple years, until I found out that my gift, my true passion, was finding out what made people decide, I'm going to use this product or service in comparison to this product or service. And then I came across mentors, and I took courses, and I spent money on seminars, and I did all of the things I had to do to find out what it was that I could do to help other people get their message, their service, their product in front of the right kinds of people at the right time with the right frequency and the right message, right? So that's my story. So you start that. That's where you start. You start with your introduction, your story. What is it that drives you to help the people that you help? What value are you bringing to them? How are you actually helping them, right? So if you want to create an engagement campaign, you're like, hey, I've got 250, I've got 300 followers, I've got 500 followers, I have 800 followers, whatever that number is, right? You come in here and you say, I'm going to create an engagement campaign. I need page likes. I need people to know who I am so that I can continue to market with them and build the relationship. Because the thing is, no matter what product or service you sell, the bottom line is you're in the business of servicing people. So you start with a page like because you need to get people to know who you are. They need to like you. They got to trust you. They got to view you as an authority. They need to understand that you are the person that they should be buying your product or service from, and that anybody else is going to screw them in the you-know-what, and it's going to be a bad situation. And the thing is, if you honestly believe that, you'll take the time to understand who your ideal client is, what your value is that you bring to the marketplace, and how to bring people to your page, how to grab their attention in a way that's exciting, right? So look, I'm looking at this right now with you guys. The top of this page, right? Facebook page. Okay, you set your Facebook page, whatever your business is. And you scroll down here a little bit and you set some of your demographics, right? So you go in here and you say, okay, I live in California. I spend most of my time in Beverly Hills. So I'm going to go over here. Whoops. Beverly Hills. Perfect. Now I have a marketplace right now, if I'm in Beverly Hills, 25 miles plus, of 5,700,000 people. Now, you might be looking at that and being like, man, 5,700,000 people, that sounds good. No, you need to make sure that you are showing up in front of the kinds of people that want what it is you sell. So as an example, let's say you know the kinds of people that you're going to be selling to financially and credit-wise cannot handle what it is you have to offer. They're just not there yet, unless they're 25 years or older, right? So that's 5 million plus people within 25 miles of Beverly Hills. Now, we're going to throw a weird avatar in here. This might be your ideal client. It might not. I'm going to go ahead and throw this in there, though. Let's say they are somebody who follows the page being conservative. You know, it's really not the most popular in LA. Trust me, I get it. They are Christian. They're a huge fan of the NRA. They enjoy riding horses. And on top of that, on the weekends, when they have time to themselves, they're watching Western movies. Now, here's the thing. Look, this might not be your ideal client. This might not be the kind of person you want to sell to. You might say, hey, look, Jeremy, I don't want to hang out with people that are conservative Christians who like the NRA, riding horses, shooting guns, watching Western movies. That's fine. Identify who that is. If you don't know how to do that, there's a link in the description below. You'll be able to go in there and click that button. I actually have an entire guide where you can look through and say, okay, here's the demographics of my client. Here are the personality traits of my client. Now I have an idea of who that is. Now, with that being said, look, we have this avatar here. You can look at this person and you say, okay, in 2020, who's this person going to vote for? What are the policies politically that this kind of person is going to be interested in? How do they look at buying products and services? What are the things that are going to repel them? And what are the things that are going to attract them? You have an idea. Now, beyond that, you can go in here and just say, okay, you know what? I want to make sure that I am not at all allowing anybody who, I don't know, likes hot dogs in here. We'll just throw that in there, just as an example. People who are interested in hot dog. So we're going to exclude anybody in this audience that is interested in hot dog, right? Every single thing you could possibly think of, Facebook, Instagram, all of these social media platforms and websites, all of them know this. We now have an audience of very targeted people that we say, hey, look, we want to talk to conservative Christians who like the NRA riding horses and watching Western movies that hate hot dogs. Now we have the people we want. We're excluding the people we don't want. We have 700,000 people at this point that we can then market to. Now the next step of this is to scroll down here a little bit. And the first step before we go into where we want to be with the budget is to make sure that we edit placements so that we are not spending money on placements that do not make us money. Now, this is going to be different on a business-to-business basis based off of the age range of the people that you're marketing to. If you're marketing to mostly people who are 45 years or older, you don't want to change this because some of these placements are going to work really well for you. If your audience starts at 25 or 30 plus, you want to just go ahead and make sure that you remove a couple of these because your primary marketplace is going to be in the news feed. And we can go ahead and throw Instagram newsfeed in there as well. Now, the next step of this is to pick there we go. Actually, this is all set up for us. The next step of this is to create the creative part of this. And that's going to be two pieces. The first piece is the copy, which are the words in the advertisement itself, the copy, the headline, the text, whatever you want to call it. And the second part of that is going to be the video content. Now, the video content typically is going to come first because that's where you're going to develop the headline and the subheadline in text from. The video the video content should be relevant to your ideal client, meaning you should pick a problem they have, a concern that needs alleviating, a question that they may not have had a chance to ask you yet, and address that after telling them the story. Hey, my name is so-and-so. Before I got into this, what I didn't know was this, this, and this. What ended up happening was I just wanted to make some money, and I found out that I actually had an opportunity to really change people's lives because there were so many things people didn't know that were getting in the way of them being able to go from where they wanted to be to living the life of their dreams. So what I've done for you is I've actually put those three things together on a video that you can watch. Just watch this to the end and I'll send it to you. No worries, right? Something very simple. You're giving people value. You're saying, hey, look, I don't care if you buy my product or service. If you're interested, you're going to keep watching. If you're not interested, you're going to stop watching. The cool thing about the way Facebook works is you run an ad like this, you get people to like your page, then you can retarget them. And Facebook makes this really easy. You create a custom audience and you say, I would like to retarget all of the people who have watched this video. Facebook then says, well, we have about 30,000 people that watched this video. Let's create an audience. We'll run the second video to them where we can then put an offer in front of them or put another value-filled video in front of them. So you're always in a position that you have more than enough people that you can continue to talk to, build relationships with on a one-to-one basis where they feel like you actually give a damn, where they're like, hey, look, this person's putting this out. They're honestly just sharing information. They're making sure that I know what is up, what's going on. And they're not necessarily concerned that I buy right now. They're not even asking me to buy right now because the thing is, if you take care of people, money takes care of itself. If you're in a position that you are trying to grow a business, you're trying to grow your sales career, you're trying to take something from where it is, which is probably okay, to being extraordinary. The thing is, the more people you help, the easier it will be for you to get there. But if all you do is focus about selling, you're going to end up looking like everybody else looks on social media. Just buy my shit. Come on, just buy my shit. It's great. I have good shit over here. Like, look at the shit that I have over here. Please buy it because it's great. Like, people don't care about you. They care about what it is you can do for them. So when it comes to building these kinds of ads out, the primary motivation needs to be, what kind of problem can I solve? So that when you get to this point in the ad where you're building out the creative, you already know, I'm going to make this video. It's going to be 1 minute to 2 minutes long. And what I'm going to do in this 1 to 2 minutes is I'm going to explain the specific problem that my ideal client has that is getting in the way of them living the kind of life that they want to live, that they've always dreamed of, that they've always hoped for, that they've always desired. I'm going to address that problem. I'm not going to ask them to buy shit from me, because I know that if I do what's right for people, I don't have to ask them to buy, because they're going to ask me to buy. With all of that being said, if you like this video, it's been useful, you say, hey, look, that's great shit. Throw a comment below and say, hey, that's really good. I appreciate it, blah, blah, blah. If it's not, say, hey, this video is garbage. This hasn't been useful. I hate you. That's awesome too. If I can help you in any way, shape, or form, throw in the comments below. Just say, hey, look, here's what I'm running into and it's not working. I will absolutely 100% respond to every single person who comments on this video. The thing is, yes, I run an advertising agency. Yes, I get paid to do all of what I'm sharing with you. No, I don't need every single person who watches this video to pay me. I really don't care. Bottom line is, I know that if I do what's right, the people who want to buy will ask me to buy. And if you follow this repeatedly in your marketing efforts, you will have too many people asking to buy for you to actually help. You'll end up in this position that you need to find other people to help you to help people, because you've done all of the framework necessary to get that. So if there's anything I can do to help, the first step for you right now is to click the red button at the bottom of the screen that says subscribe, and give me an idea of where you're at, what's going wrong, what's getting in the way, how can I help get you some clarity around who it is you need to be marketing to. From there, maybe we'll work together. Maybe I just shoot you a couple of things that really help you guys out. If anybody you know could get a benefit from this, the best thing you could do is tag them below. With all of that being said, just do it. Just help people. Because honestly, look, people don't give a damn about you. They give a damn about what you can do for them. And that's it.